Part A on. This is the probabilities. So all probability together equals 1. Therefore, A, B equals 0.3 minus A. Oh, understand this step?
Yes.
John, you understand this step? They ask you check on. This is a probability distribution table. Here, possible values. This row are possible values. This row, probabilities. So for part A, all probability add up to 1. So we got B equals 0.3 minus A. So this part okay. You have A plus B equals 0.3. So B equals 0.3 minus A. Part B. Part B, they mentioned the expected value. In Cambridge exam, expected value formula, we got several. The first one is the basic one, value times probability, and work out the sum. But we learn more. If X is a binomial, EX, expected value, can the mean NP. If X is geometric, expected value 1 over P. Okay, that's expected value. Part B. Yeah, let's work it out. Expected value. 1 times 0.2, 4 times 0.5, A times B. A plus B minus 0.5 times A. Yeah, this is his expected value. Expected value. Okay, that's expected value. For this expected value, they ask you the maximum value and the minimum value. Find the difference. So you need to calculate the maximum and the minimum. You need to calculate the maximum and the minimum. Okay, so it's about some idea. You can say, for maximum minimum type of question, for final revision, for maximum minimum, we got 2 types of questions. We got 2 types of questions for maximum minimum. Bruce, which 2 types of questions for maximum minimum? First part, in quadratics. Because for quadratics, you always have vertex. The other type of maximum minimum question, calculus, differentiation. Both about maximum minimum. The question could be about maximum minimum. 2 possibilities. Just quadratics, the vertex. or use differentiation. Okay. Now, John, A, they told you B equals 0.3 minus A. Guys, we try to simplify. Okay. Now, try to find the maximum and tell me the value. Work out the maximum. Okay. Hey, we can even use this question to revise more ideas. For example, this is a function of A. This is a function of A. What's the domain? What's the range? Or can you sketch the graph? Check it out. This single question, we can mix a lot of stuff together. What's the domain? Bruce, what conditions on A? In this case, domain is the condition on A on. Oh, Bruce cannot talk. Yunghua, what's the condition on A? A? When we check what's the condition on A, you need to find where is A. Here about A. Here something about A. Yunghua, what's the condition on A? Oh, here about A. Yunghua, if you cannot talk, message me. What's condition on A? Greater than equal to 0. Okay, so greater than equal to 0. Do you know what's the other side here? Bruce, what's the other side? A must be less than equal to. Bruce, message me. Bruce, what's the other side for this question? This question very important. Check. What's the domain? If I wrote this side 0.3, guys, check if you understand why. If you understand why, it's between 0 and 0.3. Oh, and why?
Is it because 0.3 is the maximum value?
Right, because B need bigger than equal to 0. So A cannot larger than 0.3. And these two probability are already 0.7. So A cannot bigger than 0.3. So that's domain. That's domain. This is a typical parabola. This is a parabola, guys. This parabola, if you ask you sketch the graph, 0 just up to 0.3. If A equals 0, we got 2.2. How about A equals 0.3? What's the value? Guys, what if it's 0.3, what's the value? $2.14. Another point. It's a parabola. Oh, you need to substitute A into here. If A equals 0.3, we got 2.14 using calculator. Because this one is FA. Parabola. Guys, what's here? Here. How we find the maximum of parabola? Yeah, we are trying to use a single question to revise some knowledge in the syllabus. So the question here is this. I have a how you find the maximum?
Couldn't you perfect square?
Yeah, negative A minus 0.05 square plus 0.05 square plus 2.2. We got like this. Okay, so vertex 0.05, 2.2025. That's a vertex. Okay. Based on our graph, the range what's the minimum value? 2.14. Check this question really important. Okay, but of course, the original question asked you the difference between the maximum and minimum. So the minimum. This is the answer. This is the answer. This question, we revised discrete random variable probability distribution. We revised the expected value. We revised the quadratics. We revised how we find the maximum. After you sketch graph, how we find the range, also domain here. For the maximum, you can also try this way. Differentiate negative 2a plus 0.1 equals 0. A equals negative 0. Positive 0.05. Okay, that's this question. Okay. Yeah, check if you understand this question. Okay. Yeah, that's the first question we discussed. Do you guys, if you guys got any specific question during revision from past papers or from school, just take pictures, send to me, okay? If I feel the question very typical, I'll forward to other students so that everybody need to try on. So this is question 7. But when we revise the expected value here on, thank you, David. When we revise the expected value here, you need to memorize too, or if you know where it's in the formula sheet. For binomial distribution, expected value equals NP. The variance equals NPQ. And for geometric distribution, expected value equals 1 over P. 1 over P, okay? So that's here. Okay, that's this question we checked together. So every time you try to do some question from past paper, you need to think about, oh, what else in this topic? Okay. For variance, it's just equals sum of x squared times p probability minus mu squared. This mu is the symbol for mean. Okay, that's this question. Yeah, that's the first question we select. I'm recording. This is a typical arc and sector. It's okay. This one is a geometric. It's okay. This is the you don't need this one. Yo, this is normal. Yep, this is normal distribution. It's okay. Yeah, no, this question too big. This one too big. Okay. For this paper, we just select this question out. Okay. David, any question from your school mock? We need to check together. Like any question? Confuse most students? The first one, binomial. Section 6, okay. This is binomial, huh? Binomial. Expansion. This is coordinate geometry. This is circle. Okay, Section 3, function. P4. Okay, like a sector. Section 4, again, function, but polynomial. This is integration. This is integration. This is rate of change, like a differentiation. Okay. Oh, this is transformation. This is transformation. P9 is a trig. Yeah, this one. This one, we didn't read the question. We know it's about integration because it's the area. Okay, let's check this one together.